Welcome to this presentation today, which we call the side hustle income presentation. The side hustle income presentation. Wherever you're watching from Abuja, from Abidjan, from Frankfurt, from Johannesburg, from California, you are welcome to this presentation today. Okay, there's a comment box somewhere on the screen. If you're on PC, it should be by the right hand side. If you're on mobile, it should be below the presentation window, presentation video. Type in your name, your name and where you are watching us from, so we actually know. Yeah, type in your name. My name is Jerusalem and I'm watching from Israel. Whatever. Type in your name there. At least it will let us know where you are. Tune in to us today from. Once again, you're welcome to the side hustle income presentation, and that's basically how a 3 simple step strategy generates 250 to 500,000 naira every month from a simple part-time legitimate online job that takes 1 to 3 hours daily. Now let's go over the keyword there again. Simple, part-time, legitimate, like EFCC, FBI is not going to be coming for you, yeah, and then online job, you're not going to be writing any resume. Right in front of your phone, in front of your PC, you can do this. And the best, it takes 1 to 3 hours of the time daily. That means if you have a regular job, perfect fit. And then if you don't have a job at all, yeah, you can give this more time, let's say 5 hours daily, to even make times 2 the figures you see on the screen. And even the sweetest part of this whole thing is you do this from anywhere you are, from Kotangora, from Daura, from Jerusalem, yeah, at your own time, at your own pace, and at your own convenience. How cool is that? Okay, today your host for this presentation is my humble self, Pastor Gideon. That's me by the left hand side there with my sweet suit and my fine face and big head. If I hear you call me big head, I'm gonna smack you. And then by the right hand side is my mystery speaker today. This guy, the side hustle income guy. He'll be the one teaching you how he's been able to perfect a 3 simple strategy that brings in 250 to 500k by the side for him. He has something he's doing, but this gets him income by the side. Imagine what 250 to 500k can do for you. Extra 250 to 500k can do for you. And then in this presentation today, we have just one goal, and that goal is to show you how you too can add that much to your income stream. For real. That is why we beckon on you to stay to the end. And if you stay to the end, you will not only discover that particular strategy, yeah, but you also get the exact 3 simple step strategy he uses to set up this side hustle that requires only 1 to 3 hours of his time. And then it brings results, awesome results like this. Awesome. As you can see, this is his earning by April, earned by the side, $1,132, and that's amount to about 413,000 naira. Alright? 413,000 naira, which he withdrew from ATM card in Nigeria. There's nothing like PayPal Wahala, Western Union Wahala, anybody looking at you anyhow. You withdraw from your ATM in Nigeria here. Alright? That is for April. He does this by the side, remember. And then the other one for May, 226,300 naira, $620 by the side. Yeah, he has something else he's doing. This is his side income. Then by June, $904,000, yeah, and which is about 330,690. Now imagine how much extra 330,000, 430,000, 226,000 naira would do for you. Imagine that for a while. Yeah, would you be tempted to quit your job? Well, I don't advise people to quit their job. I show you what I have to offer, and then if it gives you enough reason to quit your job, so be it. If you're convinced, so be it. Now I know something that might be going on in your mind right now. You'll be asking, what makes this presentation different? Why is it different from every other presentation you've been attending? What makes it different? Oh yeah, this presentation can help you build a semi-automated side hustle around freelance business that will passively bring in 250 to 500k per month, and that is what makes it different. And you know what? This figure is guaranteed. Yes, guaranteed. If you can stay tuned to this presentation, pay attention, and get to action immediately after the presentation. Stay to the end of the presentation, take notes, and get to work immediately after the end of the presentation. And no, that is not just a bold promise. That is not just a bold promise. If you know the people who are bringing this to you, then you know, obviously, they are not people who talk what is not realizable, what is not possible. All right? And about your host, a little bit about your host, Pato Gidi. You should know me already. You should be in my list. You must have been reading from me, or you must have, run into one of my trainings online or something. Yeah, and that's my picture there. Let me put my big head on screen. That's my picture there. And yeah, but then this is not about me. I'm not gonna be reading out all those litanies, all those things about me like I used to do. No, I'm not gonna be doing that right today. Instead, I'm gonna be focusing our attention to who? The side hustle income man himself. The side hustle income man himself. Meet him. What is his name? His name is Mr. Godfrey Elabo. That name sounds Edo-ish, and yes, he's from Edo. Yeah. And this is him, all fresh and sweet, yeah. But then he doesn't look this. He wasn't like this. He hasn't always been like this, right? I've known Godfrey for a long time. I know because I've known him for a long time. As you can see on the screen, that's an email he sent to me in 2011, asking for something. I'm not about the message. I'm about the date. That's over 9 years ago. I've known this dude. That means he didn't start being fresh like this. He wasn't fresh like this, you know, a few years back, right? He used to actually look something like this. Now watch the background, you see what that house looks like. No, I'm not against anybody starting from the bottom. Start and have that determination to grow, and that is exactly what this guy epitomizes. Yeah, his 10-year challenge or whatever looks something like this. 2008, 2011, 2014. Yes, this is the same guy that is today all freshed up and all sweet. Yeah. Okay. Nobody is an island. I know nobody is an island. That's a very popular saying, but the story of this guy is a solid proof that anyone with determination, consistency, and smart work can make shit happen for him. Anybody with determination, consistency, and smart work can make things happen. The story of this guy proves that. Alright? A little bit about him. The man, Godfrey Elabo. He's today the CEO of Elabnet Innovation, a digital marketing firm duly registered with CAC, with an office in K2 area of Lagos State. He's an entrepreneur, an awesome husband to a beautiful woman, and then a super dad to an awesome girl. Alright? He has coached thousands of people on how to make money online doing legitimate business. There's this emphasis on legitimate business. We don't want FBI coming or EFCC busting us, yeah? Yeah, and he's been around for some time, yeah. I think he registered for, he wasn't born with all these. He wasn't born with all this. Not like he was born with all these titles I reeled out. No, he wasn't born with all this. Before this, before the fame, he was that normal, broke, loyal, and ever ready to learn guy. That's one thing about him. Broke, loyal, but ever ready to learn guy who tried to make golden spoon available in his household. And today, to the glory of Jah, it is, yeah. He immersed himself on the internet to find a way to augment the little support from his parents. He tried paid surveys, you know those paid surveys, pay to click, pay to read, blah blah blah. But then all of them failed. I'm there to find somebody who cashed out from those paid surveys and paid to read. Yeah, I mean cashed out on looking at it on the screen and you can't withdraw it. Yeah. Then in 2010, he ran into freelancing with Fiverr. Fiverr is one of the biggest freelancing website online, which he'll be talking more about today. Yeah. That are Nigerian friendly, as a matter of fact. There are tons of them, but I'm talking about Nigerian friendly ones. And then he found small success. Being a determined human being, he quickly built on this success and almost became a huge success story overnight. Huge success story that attracted the attention of big media houses. Big media houses. And by the way, he signed up on Fiverr on November 30, 2010. That's over 9 years today. And that's actually the welcome email from Fiverr sent him, yeah. But then he got the attention of big media houses. This is Success Digest magazine. Success Digest, most of us who have been internet entrepreneurs owe our success, large portion of our success stories to Success Digest, all right. I mean, owned by Dr. Sono Bazo Jogbese, the Honorable Kina Labi, the Ronald Zimmerers, the Motor Shaws, the Memorials, all of us owe our, loyalty and trace our success story to Success Digest because they help the newspaper actually groomed us. So Success Digest, covered this guy story sometime ago. As you can see, that's his picture there when he was still kind of coming up and hungry. Yeah, and with a bow tie to what to offer on Fiverr.com and start making hundreds of dollars monthly. That's him there. Yeah. That doesn't end there. Another big media, the Nation newspaper owned by one of us, Jagaban, also, he got the attention of that newspaper as well, and they interviewed him, and with a bold headline from Factory to Online Freelancing, September 17, 2014. You can actually Google this. I think it's still very much online. Yeah, I read it a few days back. As a hungry entrepreneur, yes, every entrepreneur is hungry. Dangote is building a refinery somewhere in the Bejuleki area of Lagos because he's hungry, despite being the richest black man in the world. Yeah. So as a hungry entrepreneur, he branched out to other business models, and he failed in some. Woefully, as a matter of fact. And one of those business models he failed was blogging. Blogging. Yeah. For a whole year, 2012, he made only 75 euros. Poor you. Did it discourage him? No. He continued pushing, and he killed some of them. He actually had huge success story in some of them. Yeah, and one of them is e-commerce with Konga and Jumia. All right, weekly, monthly, Jumia and Konga were paying him over $1 million naira, and on the screen right now is one of his payment screenshots. Over 1,044,000 naira, and this happened just in 2016. And this is another screenshot from Konga, 841,000 to 65,000. However, he never gave up on his first baby business. I actually asked him why. And I'm going to be telling you that shortly. Instead, he fine-tuned it into what he now calls the side hustle income. The side hustle income. I asked him why didn't you give up on this and making money. He explained, and his explanation sent chills down my spine. He said, this is the business that got me started, a business I didn't spend 1 naira to start, and I feel I'll be doing a huge disservice to people out there if I let the business die like that, because there are tons and tons of people who actually need this, but they do not need to start a business, but they do not have all the capital, they do not have all the monies. So I'm going to be fine-tuning this, and I'm going to be, maybe tagging it alongside hustle or something anybody can do, starting from nowhere. That got my attention. That's actually why I had to force him and bring him to come and talk to my subscribers about this, so that for those guys who doesn't have money to start huge businesses, or even the busy ones that are already doing businesses, can give the attention to this 1 hour, 2 hours per day and build something in the neighborhood of 200 to 500,000 naira every month. According to him, he said it's one of the very few businesses you do not need money to break the bank to start. You don't need to break a bank to start. And it's one business you can do from Daura, Nkwere, Ageni Bode, Ekboma, anywhere, Kotangora, so long you have internet access and the knowledge. And that knowledge is what you are about learning today, right today in this presentation. In the 3 steps that generates 250 to 500k every month from a simple part-time legit online job that takes 1 to 3 hours daily. Now the big question is, head to prayer. Are you ready? If you are ready, then do me this favor, do yourself this favor, not actually me, because I lose nothing if you don't gain from this training. But if you gain, that's to my credit, because of course you'll be praying for me, your spirit and soul will be praying for me for bringing this your way. Now, what I think you should do right now is to kill every form of distraction off your cell phone if it is not what you're using to watch this presentation. If it is, off every other app on the phone. Let this training, this presentation be the only thing playing on your phone right now. Shut down social media. They are important. They are good, but now is not the best time to use them. Turn off your TV. Pay 1003% attention to this presentation, because allowing yourself to be distracted could mean missing out on a piece of information that can help you set up a side hustle income that can pull in 250 to 500k for you monthly. Right? Of course, you must have questions in the course of the training. I've stopped really breaking trainings and taking questions because it's disturbed the flow. Yeah. So what I do is I pop out a comment box somewhere on the screen. If you're on a PC, it's by the right hand side. If you're on a mobile phone, it's below this presentation video. Okay. On that comment box, type in every question you have, or go straight to the point. At the end of the presentation, I would collate them, group them, and ask my guy, to answer them. We'll do our possible best to answer all of them. But in any case we don't answer them, there will be an option to really get back to you. All right. But then don't hesitate to ask your question, no matter how stupid they are. But don't ask me the color of my boxers, my undies. No. Ask me a question related to what you'll be learning in this training today. So, are you ready? If you are ready, here are a few disclaimers. They're actually nothing but my lawyers who have lawyers. You know them. Said I should let you know this. Of course, my lawyers have lawyers and they're hungry. I hate paying those bastards because they do nothing, actually. Okay, they said I should tell you that results are not typical. We will do our best to walk you through the strategy, yes. Understand that our results and that of our students are not typical. The average person who attends a training like this, especially free trainings like this, get fucking 0 results. Because it's not actually attending training that gets you results, it's actually taking action that gets you the results, right? Yes, and of course, you might get a result, but slightly different from ours. Maybe more, maybe lower. So, that shouldn't mean anything. So, if we're getting 1,000, you're getting 5,000, you're getting 200, 2,000. The most important thing is that you're putting in your best and you're getting something to convince you that, yes, there's a way here. Yeah? However, we are happy to show you exactly what's working for us now for free in this presentation. And more so, which is even more important, this is not in any way a get-rich-quick scheme. Not sleep and wake up with $1,000 under your bed tomorrow. It is not MMM, not Ponzi scheme, not get help, not receive help, not loom that have loomed a lot of people into hell in recent times. It is none of those. It is what it is. 3 simple steps that generate 250k every month from a simple part-time legit online job that takes 1 to 3 hours to do. And you can do this from anywhere at your convenience, at your time, and at your pace. Alright, so at this point, I hand the baton over to the man of the moment, Mr. Godfrey. Please, Mr. Godfrey, go ahead. Tell us, what is freelancing and why is it a perfect side hustle to earn extra income? The floor is open for you now, Mr. Godfrey. Do us this. Let us go there. Thank you, Mr. Godfrey. Yeah.
Good day to you guys over there. I want to say thank you to Mr. Patrick Ogidi for giving me this great opportunity to talk about this wonderful smart hustle. I hope you guys are ready for this. I want you guys to look at my face to see how my face look like before we move to the slide. So I will just move to the slide right now. What is freelancing and why is it a perfect side hustle to earn extra income? Freelancing is the process of rendering your skill as service to multiple clients by doing multiple work. So it gives you the chance to use your skill to render service to multiple clients by doing multiple work for people. Now, why is it a perfect side hustle? You see, with freelancing, you choose your work. You choose the time you want to work. You choose the time you want to work, which is your schedule. You choose your clients. You can decide the clients you want to work with. You decide the one you don't want to work with. You choose the kind of work you want to do. You choose the time you want to do the work. So freelancing gives you the chance to do all that. So in this webinar, I'm going to teach you 2 simple and easy skills that you can render as service on one of the top freelancing websites called Fiverr. So guys, in this webinar, I'm going to show you 2 simple easy services that you can do within 10-15 minutes, within 5-10 minutes you have done. Very simple services, guys, that you can render as services. But before we proceed, I would like to tell you who is an online freelancer. Who is an online freelancer? A freelancer is someone that is hired by a client to complete a task, project, or service for them. The client might be an individual or a company. So it might be somebody that is having an issue and he wants the freelancer to solve it, or it might be a company that want the freelancer to help them solve a task, a project, or a service. So freelancer is basically a person that is hired by a client. The client might be an individual, might be a company to complete a task, a project, or service for them. So why freelancing? Freelancing gives you the opportunity to work from anywhere, guys. You don't need office. You don't need to start looking for money to rent an office. You don't need to start looking for rent. You don't need to start going about looking for shop. You can do it from anywhere. You don't need a dime to start. The registration is free. All you need is skill, and the skill is what I'm going to teach you in this webinar. So you don't need a dime to start this, guys. The registration is free. You don't even need a website. You don't need to start thinking of how to get a domain and how to host the domain and be paying for domain hosting and all that. You don't need all that in freelancing. You can even be in your house, in your pajamas, in your jeans, and be working for a company in US, in Canada, in California, anywhere in the world. Freelancing gives you the chance to do that. You can even work from school. Maybe when you are not having lectures, you can just work at your free time. You can see, guys, this is a great business. You can even work from your office. Most companies, they give 1 hour or 30 minutes break. So during the break, you can just log in and do one or two things. It's as easy as that, guys. Freelancing gives you the liberty to do all this. So how much do freelancers even earn? How much do they earn? We have different niche in freelancing. Different niche. We have graphic designers, we have digital marketers, web developers, copy and content writers, online tutors and teachers. As a graphic designer, you earn between $2,000 to $3,000. That's about 730,000 naira to 2 million naira as a graphic designer. Guys, you can see this, the income is huge. As a digital marketer, you earn about $3,000. That's about 1 million naira monthly. As a web developer, you earn about $6,000 per month. That's about 2 million naira monthly. As a copy and content writer, you earn about $1,000 to $3,000 monthly. That's about 365,000 naira to 1 million naira monthly. As an online tutor and teacher, you earn per hour, which is about $40 to $50 per hour. That's about 14,600 to 18,250 naira per hour. So that's how much you earn per hour. So you can see, guys, this is a great income. This is a great income. So you guys need to key into this. But before we proceed, guys, I want you to know one thing. There is no food for lazy man. You need to add value to make money. That is just the truth. You need to add value to make money. The Dangotes of this world, Dangote is selling cement. It's adding value. People use the cement to build house and all that. It's adding value, and that's how he's making his money. He has several other things that he produces. His companies, they produce a lot of things. So he's adding value. The Adenugas of this world, he owns Globe. You buy data, you buy airtime. He's adding value. So before you can make money, you need to add value. Just like the popular song says, money no go fall from heaven, do better thing, money go come. You understand? You need to do something. You need to add value. Even the celebrities, people like AY. AY is a comedian. People go to his shows to get entertained, and they pay for that. They pay him to entertain them. So he's adding value, he's making people laugh. So you need to add value, guys. There are two legitimate ways to actually make money, guys. There are two legitimate ways. It's either you are adding value, you become a beggar on Instagram, which I don't pray for. People that are beggars on Instagram, they keep waiting for celebrities to do notification, to give them to do giveaways. So they earn their notification, and what these guys do, even the celebrities, they pick the people they want. So for how long do you want to keep depending on that? So you need to add value to make legit income. You can imagine this guy coming online to say his mother lost her phone, and right now his mother doesn't have a phone. And he was actually directing the question to Apostle Suleiman, and Mr. Apostle Suleiman gave him a perfect answer. He said, wow, sorry about the attack. Thank God they didn't hurt her. You must really love your mom and want her to have a phone. Give her yours. You can imagine, guys, as simple as that. But let's assume this guy is a freelancer now. He's earning as a freelancer. All he needs to do is log into his freelancing website, just withdraw money You withdraw the money and buy his mom a new phone. It's as easy as that. Instead of coming online to beg and letting everybody know what happened to him. So guys, begging is not the way. You need to add value to make money. Before we proceed, I will want you to get familiar with Fiverr, because like every other profession, there is terminologies. Lawyers have their own, doctors have their own. As a freelancer, there are some terminologies I would like to introduce to you so that you will know about it, so that it will not be new to you anytime you come across it. But first, let me talk about Fiverr. Fiverr was actually launched in February 2010, and I started working on the platform in November 2010. You can see my registration here. And since it's something that is a business that is paying, it's a business that is giving me monthly income, guys, what do you think? I've been doing it ever since then because it's profitable. It's a business that even give you time to do other things. Within 1 to 3 hours a day, you are done. So you can go about doing other things. So guys, if you're in my shoes, won't you key into it? So since 2010, I've been doing it, guys, and I've been making money from it. So let me show you some of the terms you need to know. The first one is seller. A seller is someone who offers services, which is called gigs, in a freelancing website. What I'm actually teaching you on this webinar is how to become a seller. So when you become a seller, you offer service. But in freelancing website, we call these services, we call them gigs. Then we also have the buyer. These are people that patronize a freelancer. They are your clients or your customers. These are people that patronize you, people that order from you. Then we also have order. When a buyer patronize a seller, it becomes an order. That is gig purchase. So they purchase your gig. So we also have request. Request is a way of requesting for specific service. So some sellers come to freelancer website and make a request. They post a specific service that they want freelancers to help them to do. So those freelancers that are in those niches that know about the service, that can actually offer solution for them, that know about the specific service they're asking for, they will send a proposal to the buyer, and then the buyer will choose the seller he wants, and from there you can now make an order. So it's as simple as that, guys. Guys, in freelancing, we have a lot of niche, just like I've explained to you earlier. We have graphic and design, digital marketing, writing and translation, video animation, music and audio, programming and tech, business, lifestyle. We have different niche in freelancing. Just like I have explained to you earlier, services that we render in freelancing websites, they are called gigs. You can see some of it here. I'll be your Italian virtual assistant. I will create photo or video slideshow. I will create unique custom graphics t-shirts. So these are different services rendered by different sellers, and they are called gigs. So before we proceed, guys, I want to teach you how to deliver this kind of service. This is the case study one, the service number one. I will write a term of service and privacy policy for your website. You can see what this seller is actually offering. It's offering to write terms of service and privacy policy for your website for basic, which is just $5 for basic. And this seller has delivered about 1,725. If you multiply that by $5, you know how much is a big money. And this is just the basic, because I'm very sure the seller would have gotten a lot of buyers that order the standard $15 premium, $25, and you can see the extra services that is being added to the basic. So I'm going to show you how to deliver this service. It's very, very simple. You'll be looking at, as for someone to write terms of service and privacy policy for $5, that is a lot of work, guys. It is very, very easy. All you need to do is to go to any of these websites to generate a terms of service. It's very, very easy. Once you get to the website, you will have you will have request information from your buyer, which is you ask them for their company name, their website name, and their website URL. So all you need to do is just input it on the website, and then you can generate it. So you can generate a lot of terms of service and privacy policy for a lot of people. So you don't need to write anything. thing. It's as easy as that. Just go to any of these websites and generate it. It's as easy as that. I'm going to show you another one. This is another case study. This one said, I will write an about us page for your business or blog. This seller is actually charging $20, and you can see the seller has delivered about 364. Multiply that by $20, guys. That's a lot of money. So, and this is also very, very easy. It's also very, very easy. It's going to write about us page for your business. You can see all you need to do is go to this website, evolution.com. You just copy the link, go to the website. You'll be able to generate about us page for any business or any blog. You can generate as many as possible. It's very easy, guys. Very easy. You can see this is the platform. All you need to collect from your buyer is product name, 3 characteristics of the product, the year the company was launched, the founder's name, the location. You need to collect all that and input it in this bracket, as you can see in the image. You can see it in the image. All you need to do is just input it in the platform, and once you are done, then you can send it to the buyer. It's as easy as that, guys. It's very, very easy. You can see different gigs. all these gigs that you're looking at, they are the same thing. It's just that the headline that's the gig headline, the gig title. Sorry, guys, the gig title are just different. All gig titles are different, but they are offering the same service. I'll write terms of service and privacy policy for your website. I'll write a premium about us page. All these are just the same service, but a different headline. So, and you can generate any of them from the website that I've showed you. All you need to do is just key in those details and generate. It as easy as that, guys. It's very, very easy. I'm going to show you another service. With this, you can create ebook covers. You can create ebook covers for a lot of buyers, and this creation of ebook covers is a gold mine. Is a hot service on freelancing website, guys, and it's very, very easy. Within 10-15 minutes you're done. It's very, you can see that this seller has actually delivered about 8,566 orders. So it's as easy as that. You can imagine multiplying this 8,576 times this $10. You can imagine, and I'm very sure a lot of people order standard and premium as well. So you can make a lot of money from these, guys. All you need to do to deliver 3D cover is just go to this canva.com. You'll be able to design a book cover there. Once you get to this website, canva.com, you'll be able to deliver a book cover. You can see a lot of covers are there. So you can edit the image, edit the write-up. You edit it according to the specification of your buyer. So you edit it. Once you are done, all you need to do is go to the following website, boxshop.com. So all you need to do is just upload it. Once you upload the ebook cover that you've edited, then this box will just change. You can see 3D book cover, 3D box, 3D DVD box. So you can choose any one of these according to the specification your buyer gave you. And once you upload the book cover, you'll be able to deliver it. So you can deliver this to a lot of buyers within 10-15 minutes. You are good to go, guys. It's as easy as that. So before you start jumping to the freelancing website, wait, I need to explain some things to you. You need to get the full details. You need to get all the details about freelancing before you proceed, so that you won't have issues when you eventually want to do anything. So guys, just wait and let's proceed. In freelancing, we actually have 2 categories of sellers. We have category A, those that sell one-time service. Those in this category, they have buyers that when they order from them, it takes time before they order again. And we also have category B sellers. These are sellers that sell recurring and continuous service. So when a buyer orders from these sellers, the buyer will have to keep ordering every week or every month. So they get recurring and continuous service. Because if the buyer don't order again after the first order, the previous order will either get stuck or stop going. So the buyer need to keep ordering from the seller. So these are category B sellers. They get recurring and continuous service. Let me give you an example in this scenario. Let's assume you are an MTN subscriber. You don't just stop in buying an MTN SIM. After buying the SIM, you keep loading airtime and you continue to buy data. So that makes MTN that will make MTN to be in the category B because they are getting continuous and recurring order from you. So after buying the SIM, you keep buying data, you keep buying airtime. And these are generated, even if you have 50,000 people, they can always serve all of you. Unlike a phone seller, when you buy a phone from a phone seller, it takes time before you patronize them again. It might take months, it might take years, depending on how long you want to use the phone. So you understand what I'm trying to explain now, guys. So if you buy a phone today, it takes time before you buy from them again. And again, if a phone seller has only 50 phones and there are 100 people that want to order at the same time, the phone seller can only cater for 50 phones. So that means the other 50 people will have to go elsewhere, or he will need to go and bring from the store if he has some in the store. So you understand? So for the phone seller now is in the category A, where he gets one time order. Because when you buy a phone now, it will take time before you buy again. But for the category B, which is like MTN subscriber, if you're an MTN subscriber, for example, you keep buying data, you keep buying airtime. So guys, hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Look at this now. MTN was able to make about 469 billion for just sales of airtime, data, and SMS in the first 6 months of the year. You can imagine 469 billion because people keep buying this every time. It's recurring. They keep buying airtime, they keep buying data, they keep buying airtime, they keep buying data. So it's recurring. So they keep getting money. So I hope you guys are getting what I'm trying to explain here. So which of these categories would you like to be? The category A, which is a one-time seller, or the category B, which will be able to get continuous order from your buyer. I don't know about you, but as for me, I belong to the category B. I keep getting continuous weekly and monthly order from my buyers. So when the buyer orders from me today, the buyer will keep ordering every week, every month. I keep getting orders from them. I keep getting orders from them. And another thing is that you can actually do this part time. So whether you are in school or you are doing business, you can do it part time because 1 to 3 hours you are done. So whatever you're doing, you can actually do this with it and you earn 6 figures every month. So which is going to be like an extra income for you. So you just log in within 1 to 3 hours, you are done, and you can focus on other business. You can continue to do every other thing you want to do. It's as easy as that, guys. So you too can do this as well. You too can do it. You too can do it. I don't have 2 heads. I started, like I told you, 2010, and ever since then, I see that this is profitable. I keep doing it. So you too can do it, guys. So how many of you would actually like to join the category B sellers and keep getting weekly and monthly patronage from your buyers? I mean, getting massive results, guys. Massive result like this. This is just one of my other guys. You can see in July 11, 2019, I got this order. This is just one out of my order. And this order is about 43,000 naira, $120. Calculate having 10 of these, having 20 of these. You can imagine how much you will make, and you are still going to keep getting it every week or every month, depending on when the buyer ordered from you. So you keep getting recurring like that. So guys, this is a great business you need to key into. So guys, if you would like to learn this, you want me to continue to teach you guys, I want you to type me in the comment box. Let me actually know that you guys are interested in this. Type me in the comment box. I want to see you guys type me in the comment box. If you actually want to learn this, you want me to continue, type me in the comment box. In every business, you need to promote your business. So just like in freelancing as well, you need to promote your gigs. So I'm going to teach you few minutes daily promotion, how to promote your gigs within few minutes every day. That's if Mr. Patrick will allow me. I'm going to teach you that so that you can continue to get weekly and monthly orders from your buyers. So when the buyer orders from you, you continue to get their order weekly and monthly, and also you'll be able to get more buyers because you'll just be doing few minute daily promotion. Very easy, guys. So I don't know if Mr. Patrick will allow me to teach you this, guys. As you all know that this training is actually Mr. Patrick's training, so I will just leave it to him. Mr. Patrick, over to you.
Wonderful. Yes. They know it is my training. Yeah, they of course know I don't joke with my subscribers and all. They know all this. Yeah. But the truth is, if I don't allow you bring to them anything that would add to their life, that means I'll be witch. Far from that. Okay, hold it there, Mr. Godfrey. My notes are filled up. I've been taking notes. Yeah, who doesn't like doesn't want a side income? I mean, that you can give just 1 hour, 2 hours every day, like basically just do it and boom, you're making extra 200, 500k in a month. Imagine if it is just to pay my kids' school fees. That would be very awesome. Imagine if it is just to buy fuel or send home or do something that's chops from my income. Imagine if it's just that way. That would mean a whole lot for me. Yeah. Okay, and this screen, this what you see on the screen right now, have been blowing my head. Right, $120, and that is not like a cumulative earning, total. This is from one job, from one of the legitimate online job. $120. That's in naira, in our Buhari naira. That's in the neighborhood of 40,000 naira for just one job. And this job might not have taken you up to 10 minutes to deliver. So when people say online legitimate jobs, this is exactly what they're talking about. All right, and now this is not just a one-off kind of result. Like you almost used to result like this. Result like this. Okay, for 13,000 naira in a part time. This is part time. We don't get it wrong. Some persons might say 413k is too small and all that because maybe they drink it, they blow it in a weekend, right? But this is just part time in April. Like you're giving it 1 to 3 hours, not even up to 5 hours. Imagine if you're not giving this up to 5 hours. What happens? Awesome, right? 226,000 in May and June. Sorry, Mr. Godfrey, you have to stay put. If time permits us, we're gonna have a question and answer section because I think I've have a couple of questions here that I would ask you. I pray we have all the time, right? Okay. Now, how do you want results like this? How do you want result like this? How do you want result like this? Okay, let me assume you are very busy. You have a regular job. Okay, sometimes I want to assume everybody in my list have a regular job, but you want a side income, something that can just make you money by the side, right? Something that won't take all the time. Or you are ready to throw in everything required. Instead of just giving 3 hours or just giving 2 hours, 1 hour, you are ready to give 5 hours. Let's assume you don't have a job, you are jobless like us. All right, you're ready to throw in everything and turn it into a full-time gig, right? Whatever the case is for you, let's do some quick mathematics here. If you know me very well, you understand I love doing quick mathematics. I'm an able man. I don't go into any business if I don't know what A would give me. If I don't know what putting in B would give me. That's like gambling, and I don't do gambling. It doesn't favor me. Right? So whatever case it is for you, let's do some quick mathematics here. and see how much you can make from this same business monthly. All right, for those who want it as a side business, now let's first of all consider those who want it as a side business, like my friend Godfrey. Like you're ready to give you 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, I mean every day, like spare time, even on your bed, you can just be doing it. All right, let's assume you are very busy and only got 1 hour to give it to this daily. Oh, 1 hour, really? Then you put up 3 hot different gigs. 3 hot different. You don't ask me what are hot gigs, what are this, what are that. Hold on, right? Hold on. Godfrey is coming back. We're going to do something together, of course, trust me. Then let's assume each of these gigs averages $10 daily. Each of these gig averages $10 daily. That's on the poor note, because on a good day that shouldn't be even what you should be aspiring to. But then I love taking my instances on a bad result, like on a worst case scenario, so that if worst come to worst, like they will always say, then you fall to that. Let's say in a day, that's 3 times $10, that's $30. In a whole day, you're making $30. Very, very small though, $30. Then in a month, that's about 30 times 30. That's $900. That's about 328,500 naira effortlessly with a big green. Right now, what if you decide to make it a full-time business, like a lot of persons who are on this call, on this presentation today would want to? Let's assume you decide to make it a full. I mean, if you're making 200,000 naira, 300, 400, 500 for doing a business as a side business, and then you have every opportunity, you don't need any degree to take it up to the next level. Why wouldn't you do that? Especially if you have something doing, right? If you're not working on your father's oil company, right? Then what if you decide to make this a full-time business? Obviously, you have more time to give to this daily, yes. So you put up 10 different gigs instead of 3 in the other case, right? Each averages the same $10. That's 10 times 10, $100 daily. So when people say they make $100 daily, don't argue, ask them how. And that how is exactly what you're getting here today, right? So kind of us. So in a month, that's 100 times 30, that's $3,000, not naira. That's Trumpville currency. That's about 1,095,000 naira effortlessly. Then another big green, 1 million in green color, 95,000 naira. That's the earning with 10 gigs, not to talk of having up to 20 gigs, not to talk of having up to 20 gigs. Now imagine what some sweet 328,500 naira or 1,095,000 naira would do in your life. Let's assume you don't have a car, or you have one rickety car and you want to change it. Let's assume you're not giving your mom, your woman, your wife, whoever, your children, that real life, that life you've always dreamt of. You want to give them some kind of treats. You're not doing that. You actually sincerely want to do that, but you don't have the wherewithal. What now? Imagine what these figures would do for you. You're doing it part-time. You're making 328,500 naira every month. Imagine how that would help you achieve those, lofty goals. Now, imagine what 1,095,000 naira every month would do for you in your life. The sweetest part of all these things, the sweetest part of all these things is that you can have this set up without interfering in whatever you are currently doing. That is actually the part that, that grasps me by the ball and make me fall in love with this strategy. And that is to say that it's ideal for people who want to add extra 200k to 500k to their income while keeping whatever they are doing at the moment. Even best for people who are looking for something to do, like people who are not doing anything right now, who may have been buharized, lost their job, haven't found one either, right, and are ready to give it 3 times more time, resulting to 3 times to 5 times more results, 400k to 1 million naira. Again, how do you want these results? How do you want these results? The truth is, a whole day event, like I always say in my presentation like this, may not even be enough to learn all the nitty-gritties of succeeding in this business. If you're very truthful to yourself, you understand that this is the fact, right? Let alone an hour or so online presentation like this. I know this because I have been teaching in this space for close to a decade. Like I've been doing presentations like this, even doing 2 hours, 3 hours seminars. I know this And that is the truth and nothing but the truth. People learn differently. Yeah, people learn differently. We are wired differently. We are created differently. We don't have the same God, and are afraid to make mistakes. That is the most important part. People are afraid to make mistakes that may cause them to lose even more money. So that's, that element of fright, fear, is what I always like helping people take off so they can get to their desired, goal and results. Now, this is why I had to work so hard to convince Mr. Side Hustle Income, right, to create an arrangement whereby he would have the chance of working closely with you. I mean, I'm saying this to you now, but then it's up to you to decide if you want to embrace this or let it go and continue, the normal way of life, hoping things will turn around while Buhari is still your president or something. Create an arrangement whereby he would have the chance of working closely with you, for a longer time. Watching your footsteps, telling you this is not the way, go this way, blah blah blah. And now some persons are asking, an arrangement? What sort of arrangement is that? Well, this is not an arrangement, a marriage arrangement, but this is something better. All right. By the way, would you be interested if there's an arrangement that would help you, get a better result? Like you've been hearing about this freelancing, you hear about online jobs. If there's an arrangement that will help you, take off all the trial and errors, all the guesswork, and help you just go straight to the results, monitor you and make sure you are doing the right thing, would you be interested? Would you be interested in such arrangement? Now, I wouldn't even be asking you this if it's somebody that have just woke up yesterday and started claiming to be all side hustle income guru. No, I wouldn't even. As a matter of fact, I'm somehow anti-guru. I don't really give a damn to people who talk nonsense and claim all sorts of things, call themselves professors and heaven and earth. No, I don't do that. I have to first of all look at your track record, your antecedents, and this is one of Godfrey's own. This picture is even older than it's older than Mona, my daughter. This picture should be more than 7 years, and if you look at it very well, somebody is commending him, praising him, thanking him for the tips he gave him, for whatever he may have taught him years back, that he's getting results. That means this guy didn't start doing this today. I know in this life, consistency makes the whole difference, right? Consistency makes the whole difference. No wonder he's able to, get a gig for $100. Can you see again? A gig for $100. I mean, a job that may not have taken him more than 30 minutes for $100. $100 is over 3,500 naira. Imagine if you're just getting this every week, every day. You can even do that. You can do that. Yeah. So you obviously shouldn't doubt it. If we say this arrangement I'm talking about, we are bringing you, right, can help you, one, get a faster result, take off all the guesswork, help you eliminate trial and errors, failures. Nobody wants that, because failure is an orphan. So you don't want to be someone closer to an orphan, right? An arrangement that would afford you the opportunity of getting direct treatment from the same man who has effortlessly commanded 200k to 500k monthly from the same business as a side hustle. That should be where the emphasis is, as a side hustle, not even giving it everything. Yeah. And if these are what you want, then make sure you make the 25 early bets to join this same arrangement I'm talking about. And the arrangement is what we have come together to tag. Because I told him you can't just come and teach and go. You must have to, get a group of people together, teach them so they can become your apostle, like Jesus did. The Bible said Jesus dropped some people and taught some people, and that is who we know today. They call them apostles, right? Then this arrangement is what we've called the side hustle income blueprint, and this is how you should be jumping up right now if you know what this arrangement could do for you. I gave a tip earlier on, but then the question on your mind right now should be, will it be worth it? I mean, I've heard a lot of people talk things like this. The truth is, well, everybody can talk, but not everybody has the same result like my friend has here. As you can see on the screen, this somebody said, I have made more than $1 million since I started internet business. Internet business is referring to is the same freelancing, and you can do this, right? This is somebody maybe who never believed he can, maybe from a conductor or something, and then he's making over $1 million. Imagine. All right, then there are more and more of these testimonials always flying in. Well, if you're lucky to make it into the side hustle income blueprint, here are what you get. I'm going to run through them quickly. Pay close attention and make sure you take notes, because if you miss any of these things here, you're on your own, right? Now, the first, will enroll you into a 30-day online side hustle income blueprint class. In this class, you get access to direct channels to reach out and ask every and any question you might have, no matter how it sounds. Nobody's going to cost you. Nobody's going to cost you out. You ask him direct questions, no matter how stupid this question is, either before getting into it or when you are already digging deep, like you are planning on, starting your side hustle business, freelancing business, and then there are questions you throw it to them. Now let's assume you started it and you're making something, you want to take it to the next level. You throw him the question, and if you want to just get this alone on a good day, right, this is 56,650,000 naira value, and then we introduce you to the easiest friendly freelancing platform to work with. The truth is, there are tons of freelancing platforms out there. However, one seems to stand out for Nigerians. Things that work for people out there doesn't work. I keep telling some millionaires out there might come to Nigeria and become very, very poor because our systems are not the same. I don't need to stress on that. You know what I'm talking about. So, however, one seems to stand out of these whole platforms, as they have put into consideration people from the third world countries like Nigeria, people from third world countries like India. So they know that there are poor people who might want to take part in their platform, and so they fashion their platform to accommodate these people, and that platform is what we're getting into. This is 50,000 naira value. Then we'll show you how to cut to the chase and avoid wasting time and money. You'll be handed the exact easy services Godfrey renders on Fiverr that can earn you over 200k monthly. You will learn the exact skills and how he uses the simple skills to deliver services and get paid daily. This is out of the moon, because this is almost like the game changer. 23,500 naira. Then we'll register a money-making freelance account for you. He will show you how to register a money-making freelance account, plus one secret strategy you must use on your profile information to be able to attract buyers like swans. Get this one right thing and you are already guaranteed your success by 40%. Like, if they even started, if you get this part right, you've guaranteed your success by 40%. That means if you get it right, you're already 40% rich, right? And this is 9,700 naira in value, right? Then the right way to post your job, he'll teach you the right way to post your job to guarantee massive impression, because you can continue posting jobs then. If people are not able to see what you're posting, then it's even better you didn't even post at all, wasting your time and your data, right? But then here he will show you the right way to post your gig. Before you can start making money on this platform, you have to ensure there's a good way to get eyeballs to gigs and services. You will learn how to get the almighty Fiverr editors to do this for you for free. Why should this even be 10,000 naira value? It should be 100,000 naira value, but then he's so kind, so let's leave it at 10k. Then you will learn how to create a call to action banners that stop and grab service hungry buyers by the balls. You learn how to create call to order banners within 5 minutes on your PC. Now, instead of now looking for who will create this for you, so you pay them 5,000, 20,000, we understand that you shouldn't be getting this and then you're still looking for these people. So no, if you're getting this, you're saving more money. So we show you how to create these things with free tools, so that your services pop out. Amidst many services there, when people come there, they see your own, they pick you. Right, you have to stand out, right? So you get others rushing into your Fiverr account like tap water, 5,200 naira in value. You learn the exact promotion strategies Godfrey uses to promote his gigs that bring in massive orders, ranging from 10 to 20 orders daily. With this, you will never run out of orders. And you know what that means? Many orders means more money, which means steady income, all right? Okay. We'll show you how to withdraw. Okay, now I when I was looking through this, I remembered how not having a system to withdraw your money cost a lot of persons I know money. I know somebody who has lost $14,000 in an online platform because there's no way to withdraw his money. All right, but here he show you how to withdraw your money through an ATM card. They send you an ATM card. You use the ATM card, transfer your money into your ATM card, go to the nearest ATM branch around you, withdraw your money, pocket it, chop it, naira, dollar, whichever country you are in, you withdraw the local currency equivalent of your money, and then you're chopping your money. You don't have any issue with anybody, right? This is 4,500 naira in value, and then if you put all these things together, it's about 151,050 naira. But then I came up with this. Remember, this is actually my training, my audience, so I had to bring him, and somehow I became a dictator. I need to really tell him what is obtainable here. I came up with this. The first 25 persons to get access to the side hustle income blueprint will enjoy a whopping discount of 83% discount. 83% discount. And that means that they won't be paying the 151,050 naira, right? They will be paying only how much? Guess. Okay, 24,997. 24,997. But the first 25 persons. So take advantage right now. A link should pop out on the screen right now. If you're on the PC, it should be by the right hand side of your screen. If you're on a mobile phone, it should be below this video presentation, right? So click on the link, or if somehow you can't see it, or whatever, you just pop out your browser, type in ecomtycoon.com/site, ecomtycoon.com/site, and it will take you through where you can just go and pick and get into the blueprint membership area almost immediately. And whatever, if you do that right now, if you do that like right now, I will throw in something for you, an awesome bonus that will make you want to look out for me and, I don't know, complete the blank space, right? But then I know you must be forced to jump up like that man there. Okay, so I'm going to throw in something for you, and it's coming from me, not from Godfrey. It is coming from me, not from Godfrey. Mind you, if you don't do that right now, like if you don't take action almost immediately, you are not getting this, right? The bonus is coming directly from me, like I said. And what is this bonus all about? It is about something really, really new and sweet. 2 ways to earn passively from your expertise, leveraging on Nigeria's version of JVZoo ClickBank. If you know what JVZoo and ClickBank means, you know that a lot of millionaires and even billionaires have been made through JVZoo. But here we have a Nigerian version. As you can see, the figures are in Naira. Okay, now this is my screenshot. It belongs to me, and the 1.6 million Naira was earned passively. I will show you how that is possible. 2 ways to earn passively from your expertise, leveraging on the Nigerian version of JVZoo, ClickBank, etc. This belongs to me, and I just created this, you know, even just one night, and then I leave it there, and it's passively earning me money. So I'm going to be running a training, a webinar training for people who jump in right now. I can see a lot of people are coming in already, but I'm going to jump in for people who come in right now. I'll get in touch with all of you and give you the date, so you can choose the date, and then you appear. Even if you don't appear, you have the access to chance to downloading the training, right? How you can earn passively from your expertise, leveraging on Nigeria's version of JVZoo. I'll show you a lot of persons who are already doing this, right? And some of you might think this is some kind of Photoshop. No, it is not. So see me as I log, you know, in real time into my account. Okay, that's my email address there, and I'm logging in right now. As you can see, so I'm logged in. As you can see, that's my name by the right hand side there. That's my name there, as you can see. So let's scroll down a bit to see. As you can see, that's my name there. I've just shifted it a bit. Now let's scroll down a bit. That's the same figure you see there, and 107 others. So this is my account. There's nothing to really hide. It's nothing to hide or something to really be very funny about. Okay, now it is not just me. I'll show you someone else, people who are already doing this. This guy, Johnson, describe as his name so you don't go kidnap him. He got paid 1,051,000 naira, 999 naira. This guy, baby, is just an average guy who never believed anything good could come out of internet marketing. Look at the date. He got paid, and this is his check. Right, and it's not just me. There are lots of other people. This belongs to, I think, on a memory, as you can see her name there, and this is how much has been paid as an affiliate. The second part of making money from the system, right? I'll be showing you all this thing in a live training, and this is not something I'm going to be charging you for. You only qualify if you're coming in right now, if you're getting the side hustle income blueprint right now. Okay, so you'll be getting all this in a live webinar. Even if you don't attend a live webinar, right, you still get a chance to download it so you can watch at your convenience and go take action and even make more money. So this alone is valued at 45,000 naira. If I want to be with my church mind, is valued at 45,000 naira. This training alone, right? This one I'm going to be giving to people who are jumping in right now. So altogether, you're getting 151,000 naira value plus 45,000 naira. That's 196,050 naira for just 24,994. But that's only if you act fast and join the first 25% to get access right now. So take advantage right now. Go to the link below here if you're on a mobile, or by the side of this presentation if you are on a PC, or if those doesn't show up for you, or you don't care, just pop out a browser and go to ecomtycoon.com/site. Okay, now let's think of this way. If all this offer did for you was help you start a part-time side income business that generates at least 200k to 500k monthly, part-time, emphasis on part-time business, est-ce que c'est en vaut la peine? Will it be worth it? If it helps you start and fund a saving culture that may amount to 5 million naira at the end of this year, would it be worth it? If it helps you finally be able to meet those goals you've always had but unreachable, would it be worth it? If it would, then take advantage right now. Go to the link below or by the side of this presentation, or just hit ecomtycoon.com/side, and if you click on that link right now, you'll see a page like this. Okay, now this is the page where if you click on that link, that's ecomtycoon.com/site, you go to this page, and where you have two options of getting immediate access. The first option there is you can make a payment, direct bank payment, or *737 transfer. Anyhow you can do a transfer is acceptable into the account details on the side there, and after that send an email to site@ecomtycoon.com, and Godfrey Alabo himself would immediately get back to you, right? Okay, now if you're like me, you don't like doing all this analog kind of making payment and all that, you want to pay online securely, then the option 2 is fine for you. Paystack is approved, and is approved by CBN, so you do that, you pay, and once you pay, you get to this site. If you click on Paystack, you come to a site like this. So you put in your details, which is normal, put in your email, put in the other details there. Yeah, I'm covering them because of my privacy. And once you put it, basically it's just a number, yeah, just a phone number. Once you're done, click on Pay Now. Click on Pay Now. So when you click on Pay Now, it takes you to the next page, where you have to now put in your card details, right? If you want to, you can pay by card by putting your card details there. Put the expiry date, put the CVV number, they are all in your card. It's 100% safe and secured, CBN approved, right? So you click on pay 244,997, and then it processes the payment, takes it from your card. It can't take more than that. It's against the law, except they want to go out of business, right? Or you can choose the bank option there also, and then you can use the bank systems there, or GTB *737 if you use GTB account. Just dial that number on your GTB account, and then it will go through and click on confirm payment. All right, so that's it basically. Then after no matter the method you use, at the end of the day, upon successful payment, you are sent a page that looks like this, where you are required to put in your name and your email, and then click on Get Access Now. So when you click on Get Access Now, you're redirected to the thank you page. Then check your email, and you will be ushered into the key to unlock the legitimate online side hustle income, money, right? Now you're left with two options. After giving you all these things, after letting you see all these things, you're left with two options. First option is do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk free. Or second option, pony up this small little investment today compared to all the values you get in return, and just give it a shot, right? If you get access now, I assure you it will be a wise decision, which would invariably affect your life positively, right? But if you decide not to join us, it won't be fine, but then it's a choice. So are we to question your choice? It's your choice. We'll respect it. Remember, for just 24997 and not 196,050 naira in value, you are getting all these things, right? You're getting all these things, all these things, all of this, all of this, all of this. You're getting all of this. Like, Alabo is handing you everything that has helped. He has built over almost close to a decade right now. That's helping him make that effortless side income, right? Handing over to you, and for a real value of 151,000 naira, but you're not going to be paying that. You're paying just 24,997. And if you do that right now, I'm going to be adding these awesome bonuses. 2 ways to earn passively from your expertise, leveraging on Nigerian version of JVZoo ClickBank. People are doing it. I did it. People are doing it. On the memory did it in a live webinar. Don't worry, even if you're not live, you can download it and you can watch it at your convenience, right? So altogether you're getting 151,015 naira in value, 45,000 naira in value, that's 196,015 naira in value, just for 24,997. But that is if you act fast and you're lucky to join the first 25%. So take advantage right now. Click on the link that just showed up, or there's somewhere on your screen on PC by the right hand side, of mobile phone below this video presentation, or just go to ecomtycoon.com/site, right? I've got a lot of questions, a couple of them, tons and tons of them, but the truth is time will not permit us to take all of these questions. But we're just gonna be taking the most recurring questions, right? Now, if you've asked any of your questions, if you've put in any question in the comment box, don't worry. At the end of the events, at the end of the presentation, the system will automatically forward those questions to our email, so that Mr. Godfrey would take his time and reply via email, right? Reply via email, and from there you can take up the conversation. If it's the one that's for me, I will also reply as well. Okay, so that's fine. But the most recurring question, about 2 or 3 of them, I'll be throwing directly to him. So you get to hear from him, and yeah, you get to hear from him about answers to the question. All right. So the first one there, it's about okay. A lot of questions point to the fact that if someone needs to pay for anything after the training. So, Mr. Godfrey, do they need to pay for anything outside the training?
No, aside the training, you actually don't need to pay for anything. The registration is free. You don't need to pay any dime for anything. Once you know the skill, you can just register on the website. You're not going to pay for anything. Registration is free.
Awesome. Yeah. And that explains even one of the reasons, I think the biggest of the reasons why it's very suitable for a newbie, like somebody who thinks he doesn't have all the capital, he doesn't have all the money, but he has internet access and he has a device to just access the internet. Awesome. Okay, then the next question here is about what if I don't have a skill at all, right? Because we keep talking about skills in the course of the presentation. Why you need a skill, to sell a skill, to give value and all that. Now, what if somebody does not have a skill, like they don't have a skill? How can they benefit from this?
The training is actually going to give you the skill you need. That's the essence of the training. You get details of the skills you need. I'll show you everything. So that's just why you need the training. So once you get the training, then you have the skills, and from there you can just get started. So the essence of the training is just to get the skill.
And in the course of the presentation, I heard you talk about simple, crazily simple skill. Do we even call that skill? Because there are things you can go to certain websites and then generate, like the TOS, terms of service, privacy policy, blah blah blah. So definitely you don't even need to be that techie, skillful person. You just need to be smart. And one of the ways of being that smart is to learn how to be smart in this regard. And that is actually why you need the training. That's awesome. That's good. So another one is, do I need a computer for this, or can I do it from my phone? Okay, before you come in there, this is one question a lot of people ask, because more people browse this day on their mobile than on their PC. The truth is, this thing is relative. Personally, I love doing all this work from PC, and that doesn't mean you can't do them from phone, because I know Fiverr, which is a major freelancing site you use, has a mobile app. Yeah, so if they don't think you can do all these things from mobile, then they wouldn't even go ahead to pay thousands, if not millions, to develop a mobile app. The truth is, I actually enjoy doing these things on PC, and one of the reasons is because it's wide. I can say a lot of things. I can relax and all that. Mobile for me, but for some persons, I've also met some persons who say mobile, if it's not mobile, they're not ready to. They have PC, but they're not even on it for over 3 weeks or 3 months. So I think it's relative. But maybe Mr. Godfrey would have a different opinion. So from your experience, teaching people, showing people, how to really do it in this business, in this craft, has anybody who used phone been able to, become successful in the business?
The truth about it is that Fiverr actually have a mobile app which you can use, but you still need to have a system. You still need to have a system because the skills, you will need to use a system for it. But as for Fiverr, you can actually use a mobile app. You can use their mobile app to operate it. You can log in, you can get notification, you can reply messages, you can do all that through the mobile app. But as for the main skill, which is the service you are going to be rendering, you actually need a computer to do that. So you are going to be juggling between your mobile and your computer. So for those that actually don't have a computer, you can actually do this maybe in a cafe, because it won't take more than a few minutes for you to do whatever you want to do on the computer. But you can actually use the Fiverr app for every other thing. So it's as easy as that.
In this game, I respect anybody who tells you, in quote, the truth you don't want to hear. Like, they're the truth, but for somehow naturally we don't want to hear them even before money exchanges hands. It's just few persons I know, do that because they think if they tell you the truth, you not give them that money. So here you are telling them, well, they need a PC, and if they don't have a PC at the moment, cyber cafe can do. I mean, that's a harsh truth. But at the end of the day, it is the basic, is the fact, that is very vital, right? I think I appreciate that. Well, there are tons and tons of other questions here, but I know most of these questions you've taken your time to really explain and go deeper in the course. So if you see sitting on the fence, or you sit there thinking, is this course for me? Well, you have the choice to make, whether to miss out or jump in right now and get all the Godfrey Labos tutelage, common tutelage, and mentorship, so that you get access to her, ask him all the questions, and then him looking over your shoulders and helping you get the desired goal. Well, but whatever you're doing, note that there is a time limit to this. If you're not among the 25 persons, you might get access, but then you might be paying times 2 the price. So, but in all, it's up to you, right? The site again is ecomtycoon.com/site. If you have any question that you've not put into the comment box, send them to pat@patrickogidi.com, right? Thank you for attending this event. I hope to see you some other time. I hope to see you inside the Side Hustle Income Blueprint. Thank you, and do have a nice time.